Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be working on the Z. As you can see, it's pretty beat up from the last drift event. I crashed into Michael, who was borrowing Samsquanch's z32. The door got smashed in, the window's broken, and the front fender also took a pretty good hit. There's also a bit of damage to the quarter panel and the rockers, but I do have new quarter panels, so that should take care of most of it, and the rockers should be able to be pulled out. I was lucky enough to find a white Z getting parted out, a nice pearl white Z, and so I was able to get the driver's side door with the glass as well as the driver's side fender. Along with that, I ended up finding another pearl white passenger fender, so car should be looking pretty spiffy after today. Let's get to it. The door won't open much more than this because it makes contact with the fender. Here's our other chunk of side skirt. Looks like it should be a pretty simple fix. Got kind of a floppy cracked piece back here. There's a big old chunk taken out on this corner, which will be probably the worst of it, but still totally fixable. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of these side skirts, but everybody, like Samsquanch, Corey, Michael, Jed, they all like these side skirts, so they want me to fix them. I'm gonna fix them this time. Next time I'm gonna put my other side skirts on. Ooh! That's a bit worse than I thought it would be. Wow, yeah, that's pretty boogied, homie. Holy crap. That's not fun. I didn't know how bad that was. I knew it was bent, but that's like, that's bad. So, we've been working for a while today. Got the door stripped and disconnected from the car. We're about ready to move this bad boy out and off, and then we'll get the new door Jed's next to set up and put back in. Hopefully should be quickish. So, while we were doing the interior, we kind of talked about it a little bit. Samsquanch started banging on the quarter panel on the driver's side, and there were some massive chunks of Bondo that came off of this thing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It is looking so much better than it was last night. It's kind of crazy.
Now we're porta powering and pushing shit out. Took the bumper off. We went down the rabbit hole really hard.
Yeah. Samsquanch just started banging.
Yeah. We were sitting over there, and it was like a war zone. Bondo flying everywhere. The grinder would come out from time to time. Whee!
Everything that could take a hammer blow took a hammer blow. Yeah. 2x4s, 2x6s. Pieces of sockets.
They're like, is everything okay? I'm like, you know,
you're screaming.
Yeah, we're destroying a Nissan. Things are getting stuck.
Jammed into the rock. Nice.
Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Now that you remove the purple, we can take both of them.
Oh, I love this shit so much. It's like destruction and like finishing shit at the same time. Like, what could be better than that? You get to break shit and fix shit all at once.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Is it moving?
So you want to let us know how the progress has been going?
Burning a lot of holes in the rocker panel. and it's straighter than it was. So I think we're winning.
It is a lot straighter than it
Like,
was.
this is
Hopefully
a lot
the video
better.
does it justice.
I mean, it's not perfect. And God, anybody who knows what they're talking about is probably looking at this and just wants to die. But yeah, it's better than it was.
Cool.
Making holes. Giving the rocker herpes.
It's pretty Swiss cheesed out, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing a welder can't fix.
Nothing a welder and a bunch of Bondo can't fix.
And a side skirt.
It's a drift car. It's covered with a side skirt. It's okay.
It's giving the people what they want. Showing them what they want to see.
Holy shit.
How's it
going?
It's
More?
Good. Keep going. Yeah, it needs to get
I'm
straight.
scooting the jet.
It just wants to spring back right now. So we gotta go past the springy spot. Wait.
So we're using all of Nick's tools. Jed welded on this nice little piece of metal that this thingamajig slides onto, and it's just a big lever, and we're using it to try to pull the rocker out.
No, we're using
It is actually
pull the
just
rocker out.
pulling the crap out of the rocker.
Oh my Lord, help me. How we doing? More?
Pretty good.
I can't see anything, so.
Yeah.
You even get hot?
I'm jealous. It cools down by the time you get back to it's the 205 at like. So we've been working on this for a good long time.
Probably 2 hours, 3 hours, 4
Probably
hours.
close to 3 hours. But the rocker looks pretty damn good. I mean, you can clearly see there's a bit of a crease right there, but the rest of it pulled out pretty all right. And
This we can't move because it's split, and he's gonna.
yeah, these are always going to be covered by side skirts.
Not that that's an excuse or anything, but
It's totally an excuse. But I don't know. Fine for me.
It's pretty impressive. This thing moved out the better part of an inch.
Yeah.
A
it,
lot.
It was very goobered. Yesterday, Samsquanch and I got a call from our buddy Matt, the guy who aligned the Z, telling us that there was another Z32 dropped in a local junkyard a little further out than the place where we found the last Z. Samsquanch came up with the idea of going to the yard and cutting up the Z in there, taking the quarter panel from here to about here and replacing this section. I've been a little hesitant to that idea because if you guys have been watching for a while, I have two quarter panels, this one and another one, and they're both good. My original plan was to take the whole thing from the front here all the way to the back and put it on this car. But Samsquanch was saying that if we replaced this quarter panel from here back, we could fix the entire front section, and he's totally right. That being said, this side is also totally fixable. It's not as bad as the driver's side.
Replacing just that is going to be less work, and I think it's going to be a pretty damn good repair. He's talking about cutting the spot welds and plugging them, and they should be nice and strong. The inside's not nearly as bad. The problem with this panel and trying to fix it is it's so crinkled here. We just cannot push it out far enough that it's ever going to match up. It's just gross.
Big change of plans, I guess. We're gonna go to the junkyard and cut up another car and hopefully just replace this little panel. This might be all we ever do to the Z quarter panels. We might never get to using the black ones, but they'll be available if we or any of our friends need them. Because I mean, at some point, it's very likely, actually, it's gonna happen at some point. I'm gonna cut these fenders and do metal fenders on this car, like we did with the JZX and the Skyline and such. So having perfect quarters doesn't totally make sense, because there's going to be all sorts of body work on them once they're flared, widened, whatever you want to say.
And initially, we thought this whole side had been completely murdered in as badly as this. Like by the body work, it was so awful and rough. I assumed that it all kind of looked like this. And then to find that this is kind of okay, and actually this is just floated so they could blend it in. I mean, it's terrible body work, but this is all original and not too bad. And you've got the body lines here. I really think fixing this is a decent approach for a drift car for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's cracking, lads. We got a full day today. To start out, we're gonna be taking off the back half of the driver's side quarter panel on the Z. To remedy that, we have this chunk of 2+2 quarter panel that we took off from a car in Portland. Hopefully this will be enough to save this quarter panel. So the camera died and the chunk of quarter panel came off. This down here, it's really ugly. But unfortunately, I found out we got a problem. You can see things are close with this piece to this piece, but this lip right here is different. So I saw this initially and I was like, damn, the 2+2 must have a different rear end than the 2+0. So I took this over to my other 2+0 quarter panel that I have laying over there, and this lip is the same on that car. So I'm guessing between the early and later models they changed stuff up, because yeah, these are clearly not compatible. Weird, but it is what it is. I guess it'll be living up to its hoopty Z name. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this video here. The skirts that I fixed at the beginning of the video fit even worse than they did originally after I fixed them, because I didn't take much time or put much care into fixing them, so they were messed up. I'm gonna scrap those dudes and just make the S13 skirts that I have fit. I think those will look better once they're done. So, as for the rear quarter panel section, I think we're just gonna weld it on for now. Just tack it on in a couple of spots and do some body work over it so it looks like a normal Z. But after the next couple of events, I'm gonna take both of the quarter panels off and replace them with the nice new ones I have, because this panel doesn't quite match as well as I was hoping it would. So it is what it is. It'll look great once we're done, and it'll look decent enough for the next couple of events. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like and a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.